Hello all and welcome to our Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Name That Cardigan. This is very exciting. Now, if you're joining us new, you kind of have missed out for this particular video, but hang in there because we're going to do this sort of stuff more often. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do all that stuff, guys, because I love it. I love it. But for now, what we're going to do today, now, over the past 3 or 4 lives, you as the subscribers have given me names for this particular cardigan, and the idea was I was going to pick one of those names. Notice how I went like that, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I was going to pick one of those names that was my favorite, and that would be the name of the cardigan, and that subscriber gets the written pattern, the paid written pattern, for free. So that's the exciting part about this kind of a video. Now, we did that on our lives, which is the past 3 or 4 lives, but that's not going to happen in the future. It's going to be a video vlog like this, and I'm going to give you a whole week to answer questions, things like that. Now, that's not for a while yet, because this one here is the one we're doing right now, so it's neither here nor there. Moving right along. Now, I got to tell you guys, the names that you guys gave me were like, I think I ended up with about 6 favorite. But having said that, 4 of those 6, they already exist as crochet names for cardigans. So I can't use those 4 as much as I wanted them. So maybe we can use them in the future for, say, skirts, Christmas decorations like our wonderful Fluffy suggested on the last live, or we can use them for something else, but we can't use them for the cardigan because they're already names of cardigans, and I don't want to steal someone else's name. That's the way we roll here at Wow Crochet Designs. We roll our own. Well, actually, I get the idea from you sometimes. Not always, but this one, as you know, very popular. These colours are Taylor Swift inspired. She wore a dress recently with exactly the same colour combination. And I thought, well, I don't want to make a dress. I don't want to copy someone else's work, but I will make the cardigan. And that's exactly what I've done. It is complete. There is like, a few little issues, but we won't talk about those issues. They'll be discussed over a movie later like this, all night like this, all night. we just love weaving in ends here, don't we? Moving right along. So out of the 6 names that were my favourite, they were already named. So 2 of them, 2 were left. And I had to decide from the 2, and I can't. So what I've done is, I'm not going to show you the names because it's a little unfair on the other subscribers, but that's the sheet with the information of the pattern. Oh, I think you might have seen part of the name, but hopefully not. Now, the 2 names I'm going to cut out of that, and I'm going to put in the hat, and I'm going to draw them out, and that will be the name of our cardigan. It's very exciting because I couldn't come up with it. There were 2 good names. One of them, I will tell you, one subscriber is an Australian and one is from the USA. So you know what? It doesn't matter where you're from. I will accept the name of anyone from anywhere. So there you go. All right, so moving right along, whilst we're doing this, just know that the written pattern will go up on my website eventually. I'm cutting it. See, I'm cutting it, right? The written pattern will go up on my website eventually, and it will be a paid pattern. We will do something similar on the channel or the same. I haven't decided. Let's cut that in half. That's the first one. That's the second one. Let's put the first one or the second one in. Doesn't matter. Now, I didn't put them in. I put them in alphabetical order on my sheet, so I didn't have a favourite, but they're both favourites. That's why I couldn't come to terms with it. So you've got the 2 in there. It's very exciting. Oh, what? It's way too exciting. Now, before we continue, we will be doing this cardigan on the channel. Yours truly is going to choose one colour only for my cardigan. I've already got my colours, but I will show you when to change your colours if you want to create in this particular colour look. Colour combination, if you will, but I will be making mine in one colour so that I can wear a plain one as well as look like, very vibrant as well, because I like the vibrant colours, but also like some plain colours. Now, I haven't been wearing plain colours. All my work has been, well, there you can see the, right there, I don't know where I'm going to put it, the patchwork sweaters right there. It's there somewhere. That one there we created here on the channel, and everything that I create usually has a lot of colour in it. So I've decided for my cardigan, I'm going to make mine in one colour. So for those of you who'd like to make them in one colour, you can too. Or I will also show you in the tutorial how to create it in these colours. So very exciting, right? But we're going to pick the name in a minute. Teasing you a little bit. Just to let you know, the yarn I used is up here somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere. 10 ply, Aran weight or a 4 weight cotton. Now you can use any yarn you like. It doesn't have to be cotton. You can use acrylic or wool. You can use whatever you like. Just make it Aran weight, 10 ply or a 4 weight cotton. Otherwise it's not really going to match up. We will be doing a gauge swatch. Do the swatch. I'm looking at you. There are lots of us who don't like doing gauge swatches. Do the gauge. Now, if you don't know what a gauge is, it's a small square of 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. I think that's 4 inch by 4 inches. And it actually shows you that that's my tension. Do your gauge swatch so that you can get a similar tension for your yarn. Otherwise, your garment is not going to fit. Having said that, I did make that relatively loose, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Actually, I'll talk about it in a minute. Let's call a name out. No, we'll talk about it now. Don't you love it? Now, I wanted to let everyone know I made my sleeves a little tighter and a little shorter than yours. Now, the reason is because I didn't have enough yarn. Now, let me show you. That's all that's left of the brown. Now, what I did, because I do this a lot, I'm very cheeky like that, I did one sleeve in the regular size and I did 2 rows of it, and then calculated how much brown I would need just using the grams of those 2 rows, and realized I was going to be short by 15 grams or between 7 and 15 grams, depending on how many more clusters across I did. And I thought to myself, I could either go out and buy one big skein of a yarn that I probably wouldn't use again because I wouldn't make something like this again, and having the 10 ply in stock I don't use a lot of. Or I could just make mine a little tighter. So mine is a little bit tighter than yours. Not too much tighter, but it's probably a little too tight for me. I'll wear it. And I'll show you the picture when we actually create the video. You'll see me wearing this. Once I get all the ends weaved in, maybe I'll have it ready by tomorrow afternoon's live. Maybe I might be wearing it on tomorrow afternoon's live. We'll see. But anyway, that's all that's left of the brown. And I actually will tell you how many grams I did use. Did I bring it in? Yes, I did. Okay, all together, which I'll work out the meterage for you, and it will go on that sheet there. All right. It'll go on that sheet. So I'll work out the meterage. That's the front of the pattern, yeah? But what I did use was 131 grams of the purple, 134 grams of the cream, 198 grams of the brown, and 282 grams of the orange. I bought 2 skeins of the orange. I knew it wasn't going to be enough. But I only bought 1 skein each of the others. So that's what's left of my purple and my cream, which is collapsed, and that's what's left of 2 skeins of the orange. So I will be using that orange anyway. I usually do use orange, especially for washcloths and things. So keep in mind, we'll be doing an Aran weight washcloth very soon using what we've been waiting for so long, Tunisian crochet. It's coming, guys, I do promise. So there you go. But I just wanted to let you know that's roughly how much yarn I used. You may use a little bit more than that or less, depending on your sizes. Now, I did make an extra large, but bear in mind, I didn't do the sleeves, the length and the width that is suitable for the extra large. So you probably will need more than what I've just used. Not much more, but a little bit more. I'd say at least another 2 more rows of the sleeve, And in fact, the length for me is fine because I'm short from here to here. We won't talk about that. But it's actually not the right length to use. And you'll see me wearing it and you'll know what I mean. But in the meantime, shall we call a name? Guys, I don't want to talk too much now. I think we're done. But I did want to let you know that you can get any 4-ply, let's try that again, 10-ply, 4-weight or Aran weight cotton. That's what I used. Now I use Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton, and I'll show you that right there. Ta-da! That one. And I also used a 5mm hook. But again, you need to try your tension first. And if we had to calculate how much I used altogether, for an extra large, I used 75, let's try that again, 745 grams. But bear in mind that you might need 760 grams if you're going to make the sleeves bigger and longer for your size, all right? Before we name it, here are the names that were mentioned on our lives, and 1 or 2 were mentioned after the lives, and I said you could do that so long it was in by a certain date. One name missed out because they left their name at 7 a.m. the next morning and it had to be in by midnight the night before. So heads up when we do a surprise, and it was one of our regulars too, so it's very sad that she's missed out. But anyway, moving right along, one name was Love Story by Laura, Cruel Summer Cardigan by Sticky Stitch, Spring Meadows by Catherine, Rose Garland, yes. Groovy Threads by Bonnie, Aussie Melody by Margaret, The Swift Cardigan by Crazy Poppy Lady, The Tay Tay Cardi by Yvonne, now we're going to light green, The Swifties 50s by Sam, The Nifty Swifty by Julie, Lavender Meadows by Marshall, Back to the 60s, Claptrap, The Swifty, I can't read, can you believe it? Landscape Cardigan by Ashley, The Party Cardi by Rosalind, The Wow Swift Cardigan by Linda W, Lisa W or Linda W? Linda W. Shake It Off Cardigan by Lisa. Okay, Linda and then Lisa, we got it. 29 Forever by Kiki, The Outback Flower Cardigan by Wendy H, Easy Breezy Beautiful Cardigan by Middle, Showstopper Cardigan by Sherry, and Mary's Twister Cardi by Green Butterfly. Is that it? That's it. All right, so that's pretty much it. I narrowed it down to 6. 4 of them had already been taken. I'm sorry, guys. The other 2 are in here. I'm ready to pull out one name and one name only, and we're done. We're done. It's called, what is it called, guys? Tell me. It's called Groovy Threads. Groovy Threads by, who was it? Bonnie. Bonnie, you know what this means? This means that you get your free pattern. I'm sorry, guys, everybody else has to pay for it. But just know that it's going to be a tutorial here on the channel, just not for a little while yet. I've got to get the pattern all written up and checked and all the rest of it before I can pop it up on the channel. But I do want to thank everyone for being a part of this surprise. Now, don't go away yet, because I just want to let you know that we are going to be doing these surprises more often for some of my written patterns that are slowly going to be going up on the website, starting with this girl right here. The, what was it again? The Groovy Threads. I should remember that now. It was one of my favorites. It was one of my favorites. The other one in there is my favorite. And I'm not going to tell you what that other one is. I'm going to make a project. I'm going to use that as the name, and then I will tell you what it is. What? She's so naughty. But in the meantime, guys, know that Groovy Threads will be the name of our new Taylor Swift color-inspired cardigan. All right. So thank you very much. And it's the lovely Bonnie. Again, Bonnie, one of our regulars from way back when. She can't always make our lives, but she made one of those lives and she got in and left her answer. We don't usually do the surprises on the live. It was one of those things that I decided to do just for this particular cardigan. From now on, a surprise will be done, obviously, in a normal video vlog that I do. I do it one day, and then I wait 7 days, and then I name that winner. So we'll be doing that more often. Keep that in mind, that that's going to happen over the next few months. You're going to see patterns flying up on the website, and maybe on Etsy, and maybe on Ravelry. I haven't decided. My Etsy page is actually empty at the moment. I don't use it. I use the website more. So I probably will be putting patterns up on Etsy, definitely up on Ravelry, and definitely up on my website. website is www.wowcrochetdesigns.com. There are already patterns up there, some of them old, like really old, and there are also items on there that you can purchase as well. So once again, thank you, Bonnie, for our name, the Groovy Threads Cardigan. And I want to thank everyone who was a part of our surprise here. Bonnie, you will be getting your free written pattern. Get excited. I will be contacting you very soon. That's all I want to say about that, guys. Don't forget to join us at 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoon for our live this week. Usually we have one at 10 a.m. Saturday mornings every week as well. But this Saturday I have a function. I'm going out partying. My name is Mary and this is Wow Crochet Designs, and of course this is going to take me hours to weave in all the ends of the Groovy Threads cardigan. Ciao for now.